Hello TJ and welcome back to my new video on Mastercam tip. Today I want to show you how we can set up and use the shortcut key in Mastercam. You know, in every software the shortcut key allows us to work faster, so more efficient. That's why many people want to work with shortcut key instead of going through the menu and select the command they want. Just pressing the keyboard button. That can save us a lot of time. So that's why today I want to make a video on Mastercam shortcut. Before I begin, I want to make a simple video. A simple example so you can see how quickly we can work with the shortcut. Alright, now I'm gonna create a model using the shortcut key. You can see I will not using the menu too much. I will try to get rid of it. Okay, now I'm gonna create a solid model and create a toolpath with the shortcut. Alright, you're gonna see you can see I use the shortcut all the time, from creating the entity, trimming and breaking. Here I'm doing the breaking using the shortcut like this, and then I use the shortcut to rotating the entity, like this. And then again I break the entity, and then I use the shortcut to do some solid operation like extruding. You can see we use shortcut key all the time. Like this, and then we can move or do anything like this. So, and now I'm gonna create a drilling operation. You can see we only use the shortcut to call the command. Yes, that's why I tell you the shortcut helps us a lot, and it can save a lot of time when we are working with the shortcut. Alright, so how do we set up the shortcut key in Mastercam? For the new version of Mastercam from I think 2017 or newer, you just go to the file and go to the option here, and you can see keyboard shortcut, and you press on the customize button. Click on this, and you can see this is the customize keyboard window open. On your right hand you can see many sections like home, wireframe, surface, solid, to later toolpath, milling toolpath, and for each section you can see the relate command. For example, for the wireframe section you have many of relate command: creating line, circle, rectangle, breaking entity, joining entity, or other command. And I have to say that I just want to use the shortcut for the command I use a lot. The command you use all the time. You don't want to set the shortcut key for every command. You just use the shortcut key for the command you use a lot. You use all the time, so you need the shortcut for it. Okay, For example, in the wireframe section, in the line, you can see this is one of the command I use a lot. This is the line command that allow us to create a line from 2 points. So you can see I use a socket here with the L button. Okay. Also the choice, let me see, other command offset. You can see the offset command is a very popular command I use a lot, so I have a socket key for this. You can see all the command I don't have socket key, only the command I use a lot I use the socket key. Okay, and also for the solid, like here, the extrude command we use a lot, so I have a socket key for this. This is the X button on the keyboard. Okay, and you can also create a socket for tool pad, like here, milling tool pad. I use a socket key for the tool pad that I use a lot, use every time, like the contour tool pad. Yeah, very popular tool pad. Here you can see the contour tool pad is the tool pad I use a lot, so you can see I have the socket key that is control shift and T for calling this tool pad. I also have socket key for the drilling tool pad. This one, the drilling, you can see my socket key is the control and the D button. And also the facing tool pad, I use the control and F. Yeah, you can use a single button for socket, or you can use a combination like control shift or control and with the alphabet button. This up to you, as long as you can remember. Okay. And one thing, you can set more than one socket key for one command. For example, in this facing operation, I have my current socket is control and F. If you want to set another socket key, like for example, I want to use the F only for calling this operation, I can press F button and I press the assign button here. So now we have two sockets for one command. Yeah, you can use more if you want, but I never use more than one. I just want to show you. Okay. So now in this case we have the control F combination and also F. We can use either of them just for calling the facing operation. Okay. I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna show it. Now I press the F on the keyboard, so you can see I call the facing operation. Now I press the control and F button. Yeah, I also call the facing operation. That's it. You use two sockets for one command. It's okay, no problem. We back to the milling tool pad and face. If you want to remove a socket, you just select it and press the remove button. So I want to keep my my old socket. So that's how we create the socket. We set up the socket. When you use when you're working with more than one software, you always want to use the same socket between software to software, so you don't have to remember too much. Okay, that's how we set up and use the socket in Mastercam. And in the wireframe section, when a command has the socket, you can see the socket key display right behind the the common, and when you move your mouse to the common, you can see the shortcut key here. You can see the L button, the L alphabet for line, and for example for circle I have the C common. I have the C shortcut for this, so you can see. Also rectangle, I don't create a shortcut. The trimming, you can see it displays the shortcut right behind the common. I use the Control and T for the trimming operation, so you can see this is Control and T. Okay. Now you see the benefit when we use the shortcut. It can save a lot of time, and it make the work is smoother, make everything look faster and more professional. But in Mastercam, sometimes I have problem with the shortcut. Maybe I don't know if in the newer version they fix the problem or not, but I still have that problem on Mastercam 2018. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the problem when we use the shortcut. Okay, the problem happened when we try to input something, like when you when you creating a new plans or something. Okay, now I try to create a new plane on the solid. Okay, and it's still okay, but when you have to to input the name for the plane or something, and when you input a shortcut key, for example I have the L button for creating the line, and when I press the L button, it will close this command and is open a new command like this. When I press the L button, you can see it changed to the line command, and we cannot change the name of the plane, so it automatic close the current command and it open a new command. That's the problem we have. Okay, and we have the same problem when we do with like creating letter. Okay, and you can see when I press a key that's not had been set for shortcut, it's no problem, like the V or the N or the R, the I, the O. Yeah, when I press the O button, it's close the letter command and it's open the offset command like this. You can see this is the problem we have when we're using shortcut in Mastercam. We have no problem with other keyboard. Here you can see A, no problem. But when I try to pressing a keyboard that had been set to a shortcut, like I try to press the L button, you can see it's close this command and it's open another command like this. Now I press the L button, you can see it's close the current command and it's open a new command as we set for the shortcut. So this really crazy. So if I want to input the L here, I need to press the shift button and press the line, and press the L, or I have to copy this like here. So I need to write it in another software, and now I pass it here. So that's the way to do. I cannot press the L button here because it will close this command, close this function, and it's open the shortcut, and it's called a shortcut like this. Yeah, is a little stupid. I hope in the future version of Mastercam they fix this problem. It's really crazy. Okay, so that's how we create and use the shortcut in Mastercam. I hope with shortcut you can work faster and yeah, more efficiently. I'm a lazy guy, so I don't want to working so much. Okay, and we still have some crazy thing about the problem I show you, but I think the shortcut is still very nice and very good to use. So I hope after this video you can start using the shortcut and working like a pro. Okay, thank you for watching and goodbye for now. I hope to see you in another video. Okay, bye bye.